Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Monday Morning Minute. It is February 28th, 2022. Seems to never fail. Go out of town for a couple of days. Something crazy happens, although this might take the cake. I don't think anybody was really expecting a full-blown military assault quite on this level. This is not something that we've seen in Europe or even Eastern Europe for many decades at this point. To that end, it's not my job to figure out why. It's to figure out where we go from here. So thoughts and prayers with the Ukrainian people, of course, as this is an absolute tragedy. But we have to figure out how we're going to position our assets moving forward. In this case, the biggest issue facing us now is going to be inflation. The Russian economy is essentially irrelevant on the global stage with the exception of its oil and gas production. And the same could pretty much be said for the Ukrainian economy with the exception of its wheat and corn production. So very interesting things to keep an eye on there. We have to see if the U.S. And some of its allies are going to be able to pick up the slack for some of the disrupted supply chain and production for all of those aforementioned commodities. Markets are reacting, as you would expect, quite volatile. The U.S. market staged a nice comeback last week, breaking even for the week. Most of that has to do with the fact that the sanctions weren't probably as aggressive as the market initially thought. We'll have to see as things progress and the war continues in Ukraine if sanctions get to the point where they could pose risks to Central European and American economies alike. Bonds were pretty stable. Yields dropped just a little bit, which you would expect. Other commodity prices and currencies kind of acted accordingly, where people were flying to safety. So we're going to have to see what the next reaction is as the war continues to rage in Ukraine. At this point, we are just kind of standing pat after taking some of the gains that we had in some of our safer haven assets, and going to wait and see how this plays out just a little bit over the short term. If you'd like to discuss it, please reach out to the office at info@cfgfinancialplanning.com. Remember, hope is not an investment strategy. Have a great day.